Palm Springs is known for its sunny, warm weather, but did you know that the weather can be unpredictable, like rain, wind, dust storms, oh my. The windy weather can make for a refreshing change of pace, but it can also make navigating the city a challenge. Make sure to bring a jacket and dress in layers, as the temperatures can vary widely from day to day during our winter seasons. With such varied weather, it's always best to be prepared, or at least try to be, because our weather can be very much all over the place. What's up everybody, this is Brandy and I'm a local real estate agent right here in the Palm Springs area. If this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything about working, eating, sleeping, living, playing, and all about our sunny Palm Springs weather, make sure you tap that subscribe button and click the little bell so you'll be notified every time I do a new video. Honestly, I get so many people calling and relocating here and I absolutely love it. If you're thinking about moving, relocating, or coming here to stay, make sure you give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or even send a pigeon carrier. However you want to get a hold of me, I have your back when moving to the Palm Springs area. Palm Springs experiences over 350 days of sunshine, minimal days of rain, and some will be surprised, often very windy days. The sunshine and only about 5 inches of rain per year is why it's considered a great place to vacation, and many people flock to our desert during our season of November to about April. Lots of people still come here during the hot summer too, and the area is actually slowly becoming less and less seasonal. It gets hot quick, gets very cold at night, wind can pick up quickly, and rain can happen suddenly without notice. Just the other day, I had walked outside to start walking my dogs like I do every morning, and I had noticed that the sun was starting to pick up. Well, luckily I had walked them just in time, because about 30 minutes later there was a crazy dust storm that happened and the valley was covered in this huge dust storm. So I had walked them just at the right time. So that's what I mean when the weather can be unpredictable. This is also why I said earlier to always have a jacket with you, because as soon as the sun goes behind a cloud, it gets cold during our winter season. One of my biggest pet peeves is that the forecast can hardly get weather predictions correct these days, so I almost never rely on them anymore. Living here all my life, I've learned to roll with the punches, especially with the rain, because it could look like a cloudy day and look like it's going to rain, but it never does. You see, our mountains keep a lot of the rain clouds out of the area, so a lot of the time the clouds never make it here. So because we hardly ever have any rain, you will commonly see kids, myself, or just people playing in the rain. There is nothing like desert rainfall, especially during the summer months. When it rains here in the desert, because we hardly get any rain, our drain system unfortunately cannot handle heavy downpours. So when it pours, flooding can happen and roads do get closed. The most common roads that close during heavy rains are Indian Canyon, Junotri Trail, and Vista Chino. The heavy downpour can be very unpredictable because, again, forecasts just aren't accurate and never have been, if I'm being quite honest. All of the roads just mentioned are in Palm Springs, and the city is actively working on ways to improve our roads. Hi friends, I am quickly interrupting your video because we just so happened to have a really big rainstorm here in the valley, and as you can see behind me, we've got a lot of water coming down our wash. So it's really interesting to see, not something that we see all the time, and yeah, just wanted to share it with you guys. Back to our video. Now, everyone knows that the desert gets hot during the summer. That's not news to anyone, right? But when are the hottest months? Does it get humid here? What makes the heat unpredictable? Well, let's start with the hottest months, and those are July through September, with the worst month being August because of its high humidity. Sometimes we do get the smell of salton sea when we have high humidity days, and it's not a pleasant smell by any means, but I can tell you that this past summer, we maybe had 2 to 5 days of bad smells, and that's it. Hardly nothing if you ask me. We are known for our dry desert heat. That's why people choose to move here over back east, for example. We have a lot of changing weather, a lot of ups and downs that happen week by week or day by day. Just this past week, we saw 1 week under 100 degrees and then the next week is over 100. It's a bit of a teeter-totter or seesaw, if you will, which is why I mentioned earlier, you just gotta roll with the punches out here. As we begin the summer and end the summer, that is when we have the best mornings and evenings. The type of evenings where you can sit outdoors comfortably, and cool mornings are perfect for hiking or walking. That's why Palm Springs is the epitome of indoor-outdoor living. A nice cool breeze on a warm evening, I'm telling you, there is nothing like it. The wind. Okay, time to be honest. I am not the biggest fan of wind. A nice cool breeze, love, but strong wind, not a fan. I mean, who is? I turn into Medusa and my hair flies like crazy. So what makes Palm Springs so windy? Palm Springs and the Coachella Valley sit just east of two major mountain ranges, the San Jacinto and Santa Rosa Mountains. The space between those two mountain ranges is known as the San Gorgonio Pass, and this is where most of the wind gets funneled through. That's why the areas north of I-10 freeway are the most windy. The windiest month of the year in Palm Springs is April, with an average hourly wind speed of 7.7 miles per hour. The calmer time of the year lasts for 7.7 months from July through about February. The calmest month of the year in Palm Springs is August, with an average hourly wind speed of 5.7 miles per hour. With wind comes dust, because we are surrounded by dirt, and with dirt comes dust storms, which can do wonders to your pool and your car, as you can imagine. So strong winds like rain close down major roads, as mentioned earlier. Since I've been living in Palm Springs, I have experienced all sorts of weather, but I can tell you we do not have snow, and for that reason, I am grateful. Truth be told, though, I do have to bundle up in a coat and scarf when it gets windy and cold, and I've also had to break out the sunscreen and sunglasses when it's 120 degrees outside. The weather is definitely something that one needs to be aware of when visiting or moving to the Palm Springs area. One thing is for certain, it's hot in the summer. The weather can definitely be unpredictable, but that's what makes it so interesting. No matter what time of year you visit, make sure you come prepared for anything. Here are a few tips on how to deal with the weather in Palm Springs. In the summer, make sure to bring sunscreen and sunglasses, as it can be very sunny. In the winter, make sure to bring a jacket and dress in layers, as the temperature can vary widely from day to day. Be prepared for windy weather, as it can get cold quickly. Make sure to have a plan B for when the weather doesn't cooperate. Whether that means visiting a different area, going indoors to one of the amazing museums or restaurants in Palm Springs. Palm Springs isn't for everyone, but I can tell you that I absolutely love living here, and let's be honest, no place is perfect unless you want to live in Hawaii. The quality of life here, nonetheless, is above most other areas because we don't have heavy snow, heavy rainfall, or crazy weather like tornadoes, like other cities. If you want to know more about what it's like living in Palm Springs, I would love to connect with you. If you're thinking about living here or know of someone interested in moving here, reach out, because I would love to chat. Now be sure to watch my next video about the pros and cons of living in Palm Springs.